So one of the topics that I wanted to chat about with you guys today was fostering creativity, and there's a few points that I could talk about on that subject. Creativity is a nurturing of your creative inner self. I believe that everybody is an artist, and it's what you nurture that comes out. And that can be cooking, that could be music, that could be the way you just go about your day. That's all creativity. And whatever you foster will come out in your authentic self, your authentic being. And the more you foster in different areas, the more stronger you get at being creative at different things. Humans are creative creatures. Since the dawn of freaking time, we have been creating cave paintings, and those had a purpose. Those had a purpose for hunting and rituals and stuff, but there's still creativity. It's still fostering your inner urge to do something unique and authentic to yourself and to help other people. Art is usually also to share. And fostering and nurturing that can be tricky for some people. You can get really stuck depending on the situation in your life. The first point I wanted to make in regards to creativity is just get going. Take 10 minutes out of your day to just create something, or even plan something. Like, let's say you're getting ready for the day and you're putting on your makeup or you're doing your hair. That's creativity. Do it in your own authentic way. Romanticize it. Like, that is something creative. Foster that. That will lead to something else. I promise. The way you cook your food. When you're gonna go cook your food, are you gonna be a little more creative today with it? Are you gonna add a different spice? Are you going to add a different sauce? Are you going to try a new vegetable? Creativity is something that you just have to get started at. It's something you have to kind of push yourself a little out of your comfort zone to get into. And for me, that is getting to my sketchbook and just drawing something. I don't care what comes out of it. It's just something to get me out of my head, to express myself, and I don't even have to show it to the world at all. It is important to foster and nurture that, and that is where your ideas come in the future, and it will lead down different paths depending on your creative pursuit. You know, even clothing is creativity. Of course it is. It's, whatever you're putting on that day, it's an expression of yourself. How you talk to people, how you show up to big events. It's all you're showing up as your authentic self. So I have discussed a little bit of a broad view in what fostering creativity means. And I want to narrow it down a little bit as well to how you actually tangibly do that. Is that the right word? I don't know. Probably didn't pronounce that right. If you are painting or sculpting or whatever you're doing, okay, and there's something that's really unique that you love, okay, and it like comes out of nowhere, usually that's when it happens. You're in a good mode, that special magical mode that everybody knows exists, and you're having a good time and it's all working out. You want to like foster that, okay? That's gold right there. We need a name for that, unless there's already a name for that. When everything's going right, everything's working out, you want to hold on to that. And that can even be in a split second. Like, you could make a mark on your painting, or if you're doing music, you hear a sound that's really unique and it's going with the flow. You want to hang on to that, make note of it, okay? However form that is, And you want to take that piece and you want to bring it to the next piece that you're making. Okay? That is how it all builds and formulates, and you come up with something super new and exciting, and it just keeps building from there. I had a thought and I completely lost it. It's gone. Poof. Moving on. I work completely intuitively. I work based off of what I'm feeling inside. And that is something that works for me. It keeps me excited to do what I'm doing every single day. It makes me make it feel less like a job to do and more something that is actually like being an artist. And it's important. And I think that's important for even the extremely famous people. You need to have a creative outlet that is authentically you, and you need to be able to try new things, because when you try new things, it sparks creativity in the main things that you do. I've done sculpture, I've done wood carving, I've tried marble carving, I've tried music, a very small amount, but I do enjoy listening to music, obviously, but also listening how music is made. I've loved to dive into art history. That's also creative, because you're thinking about, how other people did it, and take little perspectives of that you can apply into your practice every single day, how you show up to the studio. Those are creative things too. It's not just painting, it's not just making the music, but it's also how you show up. It's the state of mind you're into. That is creativity. You can show up to your studio miserable and angry, and that's okay, because that might suit the art you want to make. You need to be in that state to make it, right? Like, you're expressing your emotions on canvas. That is a creative endeavor. Like, that is all creativity. You don't have to always be super happy to show up to your artwork. So really, when you're going through your day, think about how you can show up as authentically as possible and see what happens. But also make sure that you don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, because sometimes you just need to show up for your art. You need to show up for the thing that you're doing. Just like right now for me, I'm not overthinking it. I was like, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna start somewhere, because just like my artwork, just like my paintings and my sketches and everything I do, I had to start somewhere. And it looked newbie, it looked cringe, it was brand new, but you're starting with those little pieces and they build, just like I was talking before. I'm going to make a video today, and I'm going to notice small things in the way that I'm doing it that I do like and I'm not so sure about, and I will form how I show up here based on those things in the future. Like, I might look at this video a few years from now and go, oh boy. But I'm going to appreciate it. I'm going to appreciate it, because you've got to start somewhere, and it's wonderful. Honestly, it's wonderful to build something from nothing, and to be creative, and to show up for your artwork and yourself. Side note, but still based on creativity, like my bangs. I got bangs this year, and I decided I wasn't gonna nitpick. Every day they look completely different, and that's okay, because every day they are your unique, authentic self. Sometimes I curl them, sometimes I just wake up and I brush them. Sometimes I don't brush them. They're gonna look different every single time, and I kind of love it. I am going to end this here, and the last thing that I want to say is, I want you, whatever you're doing after this, after watching this, thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. I want you to think, whatever you're doing next, think about how you are going to show up. you know, whether it's making dinner or the next drink you're going to have, or are you going to go sit out in a garden and just enjoy the scenery and all the little things? Are you going to go for a walk? And how are you going to show up for them? How are you going to dress? How are you going to think of yourself? What is posture you're going to have? What thoughts are you going to have? Think about how you physically want and mentally want to show up for the world in a creative way. And I want you to do this a little more often and see what happens. And that's all for today. And I hope this helps somebody. And if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. And you're welcome to subscribe if you want to see more. If not, that's completely okay. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.